Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Danny, and today we have a stupid freaking video. No, I'm kidding. Hear me wheezing? Oh my god! I got the Hannah Montana virus, whatever it's called. There's no hope for me. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, today we're looking at the finally Super7 Ultimates Mothra and Battra. No Battra larva here, just regular Battra. And I've had these guys for like a month, no longer. They've been sitting on my bar over here for a minute now in the box. It's a beautiful box to stare at, don't get me wrong, but oh my lord, have I procrastinated and talked about other figures, man. So finally, great to bust these open. Let's take a closer look at the box. As stated earlier, these boxes are actually very nice. We have the newer Super7 designs with some nice artwork on it. It says some stuff there in a language I don't speak. There's this beautiful artwork I was talking about, amazing. And there's Ultimates. There's I don't know what that says. And on the back you get again just more beautiful, vibrant art of the movie from Godzilla versus Mothra. Save the Earth, Battle for Earth. I forget what the tagline is. It's passing my mind right now. And as you can see, there's some accessories I left in the box here. These are we're looking at the Mothra's box, obviously, first off. And those are her, what are they? Standing legs, because she has two different types of legs. One for flying and one for standing. And I have enough Mothra figures that are not in a flying form. So I got the flying legs on this one, so we're going to keep those in the box. Here's Battra's box. It's pretty much the same exact thing. It says Heisei Battra at the bottom, as if there was a different Battra we could talk about. And then on the side, that's a different word. Still don't know. I didn't translate it. I'm sorry. I should have did my research. And then some more accessories. Again, we have the standing legs. I chose the flying legs, which are already installed, so these are going to stay there. And then you have the roaring face. If you didn't notice, Mothra doesn't have a separate head. And there's a reason for that we'll get into. But Battra has a roaring head that is in the box still because, well, his thorns are kind of really sharp, and I didn't want to puncture my fingers trying to rip it off. So it's fine. It's going to stay there. All right, enough dicking around. Let's try to get a closer look at these bugs. Up first, we got Mothra. Look at her. Beautiful. If I haven't said before, the Heisei Mothra is one of my favorite designs, specifically from the Godzilla vs. Mothra movie, is one of my favorite Mothra designs. I love her, like, if you see, like, her fluffiness, her very flocked look. I really do adore it. And here's an accessory I also really adore. It comes with the Shobijin. I hope I said it right. But the twin fairies. And it comes with a little briefcase. It's a little cheaply made, I will admit. But I drop it there and it broke. And I'm never going to see it again in my life. No, there it is. It's a very cute accessory. I'm very happy to have this. I don't have any Shobijin merch, really. So it's kind of sad. So I'm happy to have this. It also has a flight stand with Mothra's symbol and a very specifically made, specifically molded flight stand, which I really do like, and it clicks in very well. So very nice piece. One of the best flight stands I have. I don't know why I just punched the table. There is the figure herself, and again, just Super7 did an amazing job here. One of their best detailed figures. I do have some gripes though. We'll get into that. Some pretty noticeable issues, but just again looking at the details, it's amazing, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree? I hope you're agreeing. If you don't, I don't know what to fucking tell you. All right, have your own fucking opinion. Back off. I'm sorry, but there's the very vibrant wings, awesome artwork, very nice. Do moths look like this? Is there a moth out there that is actually this colorful? I feel like if I saw a moth this colorful, I'd assume it's poisonous and I'd like run away. Like those frogs. You know what I'm talking about? Those poisonous frogs. They're very vibrant. They look cool. They look like candy, but they tell you if you they jump on you, then like you'll explode or something. I don't want that. That's how I feel. Anyway, her abdomen, her back one moves, her head swivels. It feels like it wants to be on a ball joint, but it just can't. So it is what it is. But you can't twist it around if you want Mothra to kind of like look at you like a little sideways, like what the fuck you looking at? And here's why she doesn't have a roaring head. Her beak, her pinchers, they actually open. So they can't give Godzilla's movable jaws, but they can give Mothra movable jaws. So I explained that. I don't know. Off she goes. Now here's where the gripes are. my Mothra in particular, if you notice here, you can see towards the top right on her eye, it looks broken. Like you see, it's like there's a chip in it. And at first I thought it was supposed to be like that, but looking closer, it does look damaged. Like something broke off for some reason. I don't know how it happened. I looked in the box. There was no little blue piece in there, nothing shaking around. And then if you notice here, on the other eye, it's the same thing. Like she has a little chip, but it's not the same size. It's a smaller chip, but still, it's like almost same area. That's why it's like it threw me off. Like, is it supposed to look like this? I don't think so. But looking at it head on, it's kind of noticeable. You can't really see it here in the video, but like I notice it, and it really does just look damaged when you take a closer look. So I guess it's one of those things where like in passing by, it's not noticeable, but it's a little upsetting because it does, like I said, when you take a closer look, it looks like something the plastic was stressed and something broke. So I don't know what happened there. If you have this figure, let me know if you have the same issue or if it's maybe no, mine is broken. Just let me know because it's a little upsetting, unfortunately. All right, enough posability. Let's look at the. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! How embarrassing! Get it sorted out. All right, let's do some posing. Here's a very basic one right here. And this is why I really like this figure. I don't even have the standing legs. I have the flight legs on here, but it can still stand pretty well on those. I don't know, maybe it's not recommended, but either way, here's like a really natural, relaxed Mothra, and I love the posability on the wings. You put it on a little mound, like I have her on a little spinning display stand here, and it just looks really nice. I really like this. Then here's one where I just imagine she got shot with Godzilla's breath or like a rock thrown at her or something. So she's hitting the ground, she's falling, her wings are up. Again, some very fun posing here. The wings being movable really adds. It's nice to finally have a Mothra figure of like a Toho Mothra figure with movable wings. I don't have any. Not that there's really many out there, I think. So it's very nice to have this. It's very fun, I should say. And then here on the flight stand, just a very neutral, again, flying pose. The wings are up. Again, you can see that glorious detail and paint underneath. Her legs are up there too. Again, this flight stand just clicks in very easily. It's a very snug fit, and I really do like it. And this is how it's going to be displayed on the shelf. I do hope that her wings can hold over time. I hope that the joint doesn't wear out, and then we have an issue where, kind of like the NECA 2019 Mothras, where the wings just over time cannot hold their weight. I hope that doesn't happen here, because if it is, it'd be pretty sad. And then there's a Shobijin riding on top. Obviously, the scaling is not accurate, but who cares at this point, all right? We're having fun. I hope you're having fun. Hope you're wearing clothes, too, you sick bastards. I know some of you watch this shit naked, you sons of bitches. Up next, we have Battra, also known as Mothra's emo boyfriend. He looks great. The blacks, the reds, the yellows, the bugs. Awesome. He also has hands. It kind of threw me off because, again, this is the first time I have a very detailed Battra figure. But we'll take a look at here. Same flight stand, by the way. He has, like, paws. So, it's a little, I was like, whoa! This dude has little hands. Kind of unnerving a little bit. You can kind of see them here. We'll take a closer look in a second. See? It's like little Godzilla hands. My camera doesn't even want to focus on them. It's disturbing. There's his face. Awesome sculpt, awesome design. Again, his horns are sharp. Super7 is not afraid to hurt you. Alright? And I respect them for that. This is a toy, but it can be used as a weapon as well. So, keep that in mind. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Paint, amazing. Red, my favorite color. Black is also a great color. Looks great. Just a very vibrant figure. Details are awesome. Then it's on the underside as well. Take notes, Bandai Movie Monster Series. His legs, his I don't know. I feel like there's a term for bugs for their appendages. Either way, they're longer and they have more movable points compared to Mothra, obviously. But it's a bit fragile. At least it feels that way. So I don't put them under a lot of pressure. I'm a little afraid of that. His wings don't go down as low as Mothra's. That's okay. Everybody's different. But they can go high up, which is, I'm fine with that, all right? You got to make some compromises. So here, I don't know what the fuck this stand is. I can make, he's like trying to pick up the ground. But it shows you can like have some fun, stand him up on his little fingers that he has. Again, a little unnerving. But let's move on. Again, the wings don't go down too much, but here's a more neutral flying stance. If you want to get this guy, because I know I showed Mothra like standing more naturally. If you want this guy to stand on just his legs without a stand, you are going to have to use his standing legs. I just said stand way more times than I should. Here he is flying, looking crazy. Imagine that coming at you like in the middle of the night, like you're walking by like a street light, and just this bug comes flying at you. This figure just looks so good, though, with the wings up, flying. Again, I don't have any posable Battra figures, so to have one now, I'm just, like, having fun with all these flying poses. And the stand is great also on this one. So I'm just very happy with it. Like, when you can display these figures, and they're fun to display, you know... Wait, what am I fucking saying? I'm pretty much, like, when they do the thing, and they do it right, it's good. Like, yeah, no shit, Danny. Here's our flying picture. I don't know why I have like the same one over and over again, but just to show you how cool it looks flying. Alright, here's side by side with the two, and they look awesome together. Very nice. You could probably do like little battle posing if you wanted to. I feel like it'd be easier to do with Battra because his legs are longer, so you can do a little bit more expressive posing compared to Mothra. But if you want them fighting next to each other, or just displayed right next to, like, you know, they're flying together as a team, you can also do that as well. But let's do some other size comparisons. Starting off with the Movie Monster Series GMK Godzilla, because why the fuck not? I actually really like this posing right here, or this scaling right here, because I like when the Mothra, and I guess Battra, including in this, are larger, and like, because sometimes they're in toy form, they're represented much smaller compared to the normal size kaiju. And I like this scaling here with a 6-inch figure where they're big. They're still technically smaller, but not that like there's still a big moth. Go back and like look at Mothra and Godzilla versus Mothra, the 1964 movie. Mothra was huge. All right, next to Godzilla. I like that. I really like that kind of scaling with my Mothra figures. Here is a -1 Super 7 Ultimate though. And this is what I'm talking about, where compared to this is about an 8-inch figure. Yeah, Mothra and Battra, especially Mothra, look a bit smaller. It's still not bad. It's still not bad. I think it's still somewhat accurate. Well, obviously this is -1. If I had like the Heisei Godzilla here, it'd probably be a little bit more accurate. But either way, I think in terms of scaling, this is closer to the movie. It's just not my preferred scaling. What is next? I honestly forget. Oh, it's Battra, the Movie Monster Series. How could I forget? So, we're actually doing a side by side. Size by size. Anyway, as you can see here, it's actually pretty close. Like, this Movie Monster Series, a 6-inch scale figure, is actually very closely to the same size as the Movie Monster Series. The only difference here, as you can see, is the wings. The wings on the Super 7 Ultimate are definitely bigger, and also just painted better, by the way. So well, obviously, okay, one's like $90 fucking. I would hope they do something more than the fucking $30 figure. Anyway, but it was a little surprising to put these next to each other to see, like, oh my god, like they're in terms of like sizing, they're like really close. So interesting, very interesting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it gets a thumbs up, but also kind of an specifically talk about the Mothra with the broken eyes. Again, let me know if you have this figure. I was a little upset to see that, but I'm not going to... Again, I had these figures for like 2 months already, maybe even longer, just sitting on my desk over here. So there's no chance of a return. And even if it was, I'm not going to go through the hassle. It is what it is. Sometimes you just get a dud, and I think I got a dud here, and it's okay, because outside of that, it's still a solid piece, alright? My day is not ruined. Anyway... Let me know what you guys think. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I hope you all take care. And I will see you all next time.